Hi, welcome back. Okay, so the next part I need to make is heat sinks. So what I'm going to do is work over here on this piece. I'm going to isolate it. I'm going to come back and put some additional detail on this soon, promise. So where the hell has it gone? There it is. Bam. Okay, so now I've got this part in shaded view. I want to work on this bit in here to make the part that I need. So what I'm going to do, make a box, just check the position of this normal here, just bring it out. Okay, because obviously it's not quite even in there, but that's okay. It's not something that's going to cause me to cry myself to sleep. I just need a place that I can start off from, and that'll be fine. And I'm just going to scale it as well. I just said, I don't like scaling things, but I'm going to in this case. Oops. Scale it all. Convert to editable polygon, and just bring it in. Because I need a flat surface just to start on, and a good angle as well. Okay, let's go over here now. Just try and get this to kind of line up a little bit. You can see where the inside of this is. So just moving it 5 degrees or less to turn angle off. Put back into perspective. Wait for autosave because it's doing stuff. Again. Alan, 3D Palace's resident awesome person, is currently showing me a picture of a railgun. For information, in the current year, 2011, this is what a railgun looks like. So, they're not very portable yet. I think the military has some on ships. Anyway, local. Did it in the wrong one again, always do that. Local. Just bring it down so it overlaps slightly there. I just wanted to get it round the edge, okay? You can make it off the geometry itself, but I don't want to. It's important that I have this nice flat bit of geometry here to work from. And I want to basically create a kind of sill down the middle and then have them come off this. Not that easy a thing to explain, I suppose, so I'll just get on with doing it, and hopefully it will make sense to you. It doesn't, well, that won't cause me to lose sleep either. Okay, let's go to my view here. I just want to center this up because it's important that this is centered up. It's going to make our job a hell of a lot easier. Okay, that's about as good as I'm going to get. Right click, convert to editable polygon. I'm not bothered with the names. You notice I can go back and rename all my parts later on when I'm in slightly less of a hurry. Now what I want to do, grab this and this, just use the scale tool. This will just make sure each edge is completely vertical as opposed to not very vertical, which is quite a difference. Okay, next, probably going to just bring this in a little bit like so, convert to editable polygon again afterwards, after I've done a quick reset X form. You'll notice that's changed the position of the bounding box. Do I care? I do not. I'm going to bring this down in a few minutes. Just want to round this shape off, so I'm just going to grab this edge here and here. Do a quick chamfer. There we go. Now I'm going to grab here. Actually, no, just there. Just want the front bit. Control I. I'm going to delete the back and the tops and the bottoms. Okay, so it still looks the same to us. Now I want to go in here and do some connects. So what I'm going to do is just go to my edge mode, like this, and do some connects. So I've got my connect on. I'll just drag my caddy over here. Just keep it going like this. I just want to create some nice fan shapes that I can use here. I'm just going to click OK. Next, I'm going to select these polygons, so just want to go to my view here. It's a lot faster and easier doing it marquee grab. Just make sure you don't have ignore back facing turned on. Come round, and what I'm going to do here is just do an inset. If I inset it by polygon, you'll notice that we get a slightly better result. I want to just keep them apart like that so that I can't see what's going on behind them very easily once I extrude, which I'm going to do obviously. Now I'm going to extrude them. I forgot to click tick button, didn't I? There we go. Now I'm going to extrude them. And I need to extrude them to the widest point in the front of my model. So that's there. Just completely balked it up. Do it again. Alright. Next. Front viewport. Well, which is my left viewport, obviously. Going to basically start moving these parts into the right position. I'm also going to half the entire model. So, go here. Do a quick ring. Single connect. Get rid of everything on the left hand side. It makes things so much easier, it really does. Because we've got to remove heat. We're going to make it look like we've got heat dissipation going on. This is important for a railgun, certainly. Okay, next. All I need to do is grab these edges here, bring them in. Ooh dear. Now in a second it's going to be easier than grabbing and taking away the actual end polygons. Just use the select tool rather than select and move. It's a lot more forgiving, the select tool. Select and move can cause extreme damage to a model. Okay. Next. And now select by this edge loop here. Start bringing them in. Just want to make sure they're all buried. Pardon me. Inside my model. This is important, you see. If I don't, then I look a little bit weird when they stick out the side. Okay, that's the ribbed part there. Next, we need to obviously give this a little bit of shape, and we need to bring this part here down a little bit. You can, if my mouse isn't dicking around too much, get back in there, come on, bloody thing. There, right. You can see it just here. Okay, it's no use having a bit like this. It has to have some form of termination. Otherwise, it's not going to make any sense. So just bringing it back at the bottom like that. The top one's already covered anyway. Okay, and now I'm just going to kick in Turbo Smooth. Like so. You can see it's made this rather funky looking awfulness that we are now going to obviously repair. Thankfully, because we've done this a few times now, I'm sure you know exactly how. First, let's just straighten this part here. And then we can do this. Straighten any edges that need straightening. Makes a nice difference, you see, when you do it this way. I've just gone into what's known as expert mode, Control X. This makes it a little bit easier for me to see what I'm doing. Then I'm going to start adjusting the actual curves on this a little bit as well. Need to go down and get all these edges first. this fun. Are you having fun? I'm having fun. Now we need to go there. Let's take that one in. And there. And there. And there. Notice how it's straightening out this space now. Does it look nice, doesn't it? There we go. Still going. Got a slightly itchy nose. There we are. Though you don't really need to know that. I always love watching this happen. It's so relaxing. It's lovely smooth shapes. I know it sounds weird, but you know, you're supposed to enjoy this kind of thing if you're an artist. So, incidentally, this section's going to be quite a short one, 'cause I'm just showing you how to do this bit. Literally. I mean, it's not going to just drop down suddenly and go, we're done. But, you know, it's not going to be the longest part either. There's a piece up there. Yep, there is. Let's just do that with it. And that, just to get a little bit of straightening. And then just put that piece in there. See, it makes a nice... It looks nice if we do that. It's pleasant. Control X. There we go. Just turn off Swift Loop. To Turbo Smooth. Apply some symmetry to our Turbo Smooth. Take on the correct axis and flip, obviously, otherwise it's going to look a bit strange. Convert to editable polygon. Let's pull that back. So now we have these kind of... Hello, orthographic mode. Now we have these kind of thin inputs here. Just keeping a lookout for these twisty parts, because they're not fun. Let's just collapse it back to what it was. Isoline display. There we go. Turn that off. Collapse all. That looks better. Isoline display. Should really warn you and let you turn it off. But never mind. Okay, and what I want to do is run some bolts on the inside of this, just to show that it's kind of attached in. Do I have any bolts left? There's one just there. So I'm going to go to my Objet Paint, select my little fella here. You notice it's already selected actually. I'm going to go into here, just zoom in on this, because I want to apply these bolts to this piece here. Right, let's see how big they are first. Not too bad actually. Okay, so what I'm going to do is cha-la-la-la-la, just one there. They break up our model nicely. Avoid overuse. Seriously, you will find it incredibly easy just to go la la, bolts everywhere, cha-la-la-la, and it spoils your model if you do that. Don't put bolts everywhere. It doesn't matter if it looks a bit industrial, yeah, I mean, you can have one there and one there, but you can't have them everywhere. You're not trying to show it being held together all over the place by just bolts, see? You can even draw them in like that if you want. See what I'm doing? You could have some over here. But don't make bolts the be-all and end-all of your model. Okay, you want it to look as if it's holding certain parts together, but you don't want it to look like it's taken over your model. And if you lose symmetry on your bolts, that's only going to improve things, to be honest. Go in here. Notice how these are actually underneath the level of this. I don't think they're going to work so well there, because this is actually slightly offset, which is a shame. I'll have to fix that at some point. But I'm not going to at the moment. Perhaps you can fix that in your own time, who knows. One there, one there. They're too big to go there, you see. And I'm trying to use a uniform size of bolts for this. Bolt the plate on the back. Maybe this part needs attaching somehow. Presumably it's some sort of maintenance piece. I don't know. Those two there, don't like them there. They should be here. Right click and just delete them. And I can go back to placing again. Pull back. Like I say, we don't want too many bolts here. We can have some here, because that's logical, having a bolt there, isn't it? Just wait for autosave again. It's not actually drawing on this at the moment, so I'll just undo that. And check I've got objects in my list. Yes, I have. Now I'm going to draw on scene. That's better. Now I can put one. See, if I put one there, it looks silly. Put one here, that doesn't look so bad. It's kind of holding this piece in place, holding it down, making it look like this part is attached on top of this part. Yeah. Hopefully you're kind of getting where I'm coming from here. Look at that one. And that one. Don't want to put any there, but I'll put two here. And two here. I'm just trying to think logically of how's it holding itself together? What's going underneath it? What's going in there? Why is it going in there? What will it do down there? Once we know that, things start to make a little bit more sense. There we go. Do we need more bolts than this? Oh, we probably do, but I'm loath to put too many on. See, there's one there. Why is there one there? I don't think there should be. Control Z is your best friend in this as well. There we go. Right, now I'm going to remove these ones, because whilst they worked on this side, albeit a bit weirdly, they didn't work so well on the other side. I think I prefer just having the holes at this point. Okay, let's go at this. Use the attach. Hit F3 so I can make sure I'm attaching the right parts. There's a reason I'm doing it this way as well, which you will no doubt notice. Or perhaps you'll be able to guess. I don't know. You've been watching my tutorial for a while now, so go on. See if you can guess what I'm going to do once I've attached these. It's an interesting way to see if you've been paying attention. Oh, and the secret word in this tutorial is penguin. Penguin. I don't want that bolt. There we are. My guess is it accidentally got placed there when I was having problems with the placement tool. This does sometimes happen. So just going around the model still. See, the way we're doing it here, it's very easy to continue adding levels of detail as we go on. There we go. Stretch my neck a bit. Pull back, just check it out. Lots of lovely dots. Okay, that's perfect. So, now that we've done this, what I'm going to do, select here, is I'm going to go at my pivot point, effect pivot only. I'm going to align it with this. Okay, so everything, orientation, position, aligned. I'm going to make 2 copies of it. Like so, one above the other. Next, I'm going to align it. One goes aligned to there. Click OK. Did you work it out, by the way? I hope you did. Because now we have intakes. Okay, or exhausts, depending on what you prefer them to be. Maybe they're exhausts, maybe they're intakes. I don't care. Next part, we're going to fill in these parts. So till then, see you for now.